Bhagavan has talked about ultimate enlightenment. When Bhagavan was talking about Krishna in Manali, no, Krishna Meri Drishti mein, he was talking in Hindi, that Bhagavan said that Krishna is there have been many enlightened people. Raman Maharshi was also enlightened, no? Ram Krishna was also enlightened, Meher Baba was also enlightened. But Bhagavan said, but there are some enlightened people, they are like terminal station, that human consciousness cannot go beyond that. No? So about Krishna, he said that Krishna is the ultimate in enlightenment. Human consciousness, the terminal station. No? But train does not go beyond that. That's the last station. So Bhagavan said that the Krishna is a terminal station. The human consciousness cannot go above that, because Krishna has many colors, all the colors. No? He talked about in Bhagavad-Gite, if you read, all the yoga, one person cannot talk about all the yoga. Karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, hatha yoga. There are several yoga, but there is a separate master for several yoga, like Patanjali is for Raj Yoga, Swatma Ram for Hatha Yoga, Chайтанья Mahaprabhu for Bhakti Yoga. But same person cannot talk about all the yoga. It's so difficult, no? But if you read Gita, in Gita, each chapter has a different yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Sankhya Yoga. So Krishna is a master of all the yoga. He has authority to talk about all the yoga. So that way Bhagavan said that Krishna is a ultimate in enlightenment. Human consciousness, that is a peak of human consciousness. No? That Krishna has talked about love also Vairagya also, Raj Yoga also, and austerity also. He is a master of everything. So according to my limited understanding, I see three personalities in whole human past. They are the terminus station. They have master of all the yoga and conscious. They are the peak of the consciousness, according to my little understanding. I can say Bhagavan has not talked about in this fashion, but what I have read in literature and my experience, my limited understanding, I find there are three people who are the ultimate in consciousness, who is master of all yoga, and consciousness cannot go beyond that. The first is Shiva, according to me. For Shiva, about time they said 15,000 years before. 15,000, there are confusion. Some people say 10,000, some people say 10, but minimum 10,000. Most likely he was 15,000 years before and lived in the upper layer of Himalaya in this range. He has also meditated at Pashupatinath. That's why we have a temple there, Kedarnath. We have. So he was living in upper Himalayan region. So 15,000 years before, he has talked about 112 methods of meditation, which you will find in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, book of the secret. The book was not known into the world. Osho made that book popular in the world. Nobody knew name. I have never heard about that book. I was reading, from my childhood, I was looking for master and meditation techniques, but I have not heard about Shiva 112 techniques. When Bhagavan declared in Woodland that he wanted to speak on that techniques, the book was not found anywhere in Bombay, the original book. Because it was not popular, Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, in original form. It was found in Kashmir Palace Library, and Karan Singh, who is a prince of Kashmir, with his help, the book was made available from his library. Then Bhagwan talked about 112 methods of meditation. So 15,000 years before, Shiva has talked about 112 techniques of meditation, and one of the technique, Vipassana, is a first technique in that book, the breathing exercise, no? Which Buddha made it popular around the world. It is from Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. So, and Shiva is also like Krishna. In his technique, the technique of Tantra, sexual union can also make a meditation. Their technique of Tantra, their technique of breathing techniques, and their color visualization, and all sorts of listening to the sound. No? So 112 techniques of meditation were the ultimate technique for many years. And all the masters were choosing one or two techniques from Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. Like Buddha chose the first, Vipassana. It is from Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. It is called the Anapanasati Yoga. So 15,000 years before, Shiva talked about Tantra, also about yoga, Hatha yoga, Raj yoga, also about Bhakti yoga, no? And he was also a dancer, he used to dance, he was a great lover. Shiva was a great lover, a great tantric. So he has all the color, according to me. So I found there are only 3% in the whole past of humanity who had all the colors. Shiva, 112 techniques, and those techniques are ultimate. Most of the other meditation techniques are based on this 112 techniques of Shiva. Second is Krishna, who talk about all yoga, Raj yoga, Hatha yoga, Bhakti yoga, Karma yoga. No, you cannot define the Krishna is a Bhakti yogi or Karma yogi or Raj yogi. He's everything. No, he's master of all yoga. So second is Krishna, and according to me, third is Osho. Osho has even talked about Sufi techniques. No, yes, the techniques, Christian techniques, and Lao Tzu techniques, Tao techniques. Nobody had heard the name of Lao Tzu in India before Osho. That Lao Tzu is also enlightened master. He was not known, but Osho has talked about Lao Tzu. So Bhagwan, according to my understanding, there are three personality towering peak of human consciousness. Shiva, 15,000 years before, Krishna, 5,000 years before, and Osho, who is master of all colors. This is my understanding.